things you hear about, right? Like, I mean, if you're laying in bed and you hear a squirrel, you know the sun's about to come up.
Yeah, exactly. So the youngest ones, for a while, we had in our bedroom, we had a little a mini hammock up in the ceiling corner of the room that I made, and they would sleep in that, and we had a brother and sister sleeping in that, and me and my wife were sitting up talking and laughing, and they were in the hammock trying to go to sleep, and they started the boy, he started hollering at us to be quiet, and what he was doing is he was like making this frustrated sound and then kicking the side of the hammock.
No way.
Yeah, it was the funniest thing, and so we started laughing. We couldn't help but laugh at this thing.
Yeah.
And he literally, we're laughing, and he got so frustrated, he poked his head out of the hammock and looked at us, and like with this look like, I'm serious, and then he like bucked at us. It was hilarious. He was getting pissed off because he was trying to sleep.
Did you quiet down and see if he stopped?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
All right.
And so yeah, it was the funniest thing.
Yeah, what does a squirrel have to do to get some frickin' peace?
Yeah.
Up in this place, man.
Yeah. So they have it's wild, the depth of emotion that they have, you know?
Yeah, I never thought of that. I do see them. It is remarkable how much they seem to carry on and have relationships out there.
Yeah.
You just watch them in a field, watch them in a tree.
Yeah.
And I've seen this cat that we had for a little bit. He's a fat cat. And I couldn't even believe he was actually trying to chase anything, because it's like, clearly you're carrying maybe 3 times as much body weight as you should.
Yeah.
And he sees a squirrel that's, I don't know, like 30 yards away, and he just starts running at it. Squirrel easily gets to the tree.
Yeah.
Before like, the squirrel knew how much time he had.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't go all the way up the tree. He goes like halfway up, turns around, and looks at the cat and starts making noises.
Yeah. Yeah. They're definitely funny.
Like, he knew, like, threat, averted.
Yeah. Yep.
That guy is easy to stay away from.
Definitely had some interesting experiences with squirrels.
So,
one of them, a female that I had, so they take like.
So you never take adult ones because.
No, well they won't come. They won't come to you.
Okay, so you're finding you're in a tree. This tree, for whatever reason, either has to come down or some of its branches have to come down.
Yeah, and there might be like a hollow in the tree and a family living in it, and I don't realize it. And a lot of times that'll injure one of the babies, because you don't realize it until like they're squeaking on the ground after you drop the limb, and but yeah, one of this one female that I had one time, so they take constant care, like it's like almost, I mean, it's a 24-hour job for the first 2-3 months.
Jeez.
And I mean, because they eat every like 3 hours, 4 hours, and
like when they're drinking milk.
Yeah, and coffee bottle.
Squirrel milk.
Yeah, it's a yeah. There's a specific formula that you get on Amazon, but you can actually feed them temporarily Similac until you get the stuff from Amazon. But so this female that I had, I had to take her to the job, and she stayed in my car, and I just had the window rolled down a little bit, and she
a female baby, like less than 3 months.
Yeah, well, so she was just kind of getting a feel. She had never been in a tree before. She was kind of just getting a feel for like being able to climb around and stuff, and she, while I was working, she got out of the car and ran up the tree, and of course I'm a tree climber, and she got stuck up in the tree, and I ended up chasing her around in this tree, and she was a mix of playing and confused and so she, I was sitting there chasing around in the street, and she kept going out on limbs, and I knew that if I left her there, she wouldn't make it, because she didn't know, she didn't know what was dangerous, she didn't know how to get food or anything like that. And so I mean, I sat there and tried to get her down from past dark, and ended up having to leave, and I was so like emotionally distraught from that, and
because she was like, and you didn't know where in the tree she was. Did you know which tree she was in?
Yeah, she kept being able to go over to another tree.
Yeah.
And so 2 days later, I get a call from the homeowner, the person's property. She ended up on their doorstep, like all emaciated, and you could, she hadn't eaten, but she went up to their doorstep, like, and they opened the door, and she was just like sitting right there, and let them pick her up and everything.
Wow. Yeah. A baby squirrel let somebody she'd never seen before pick her up.
Because she was looking for me, yeah.
Looking for you. Yeah. She's like, I know this guy goes into things like doors and stuff. Yeah. That looks like a door.
Yep. Pretty wild, right?
Yeah, that really is, man. I am shocked. Do you guys like take photos or videos of these things?
Yeah.
Because I bet you throw them on like an Instagram, and people are going to love seeing that.
I know. Yeah. There's so many things that I do that I've been meaning to do that. Do some type of Instagram or TikTok or something.
Yeah. Instagram and TikTok. I don't know. They're both huge.
Yeah.
But, dude, baby squirrels, especially if you're freaking like. It sounds like they build relationships. I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
The sound for the.
Yeah.
They're a pretty interesting animal, man. I had this, our last place we lived in, out on the patio, it had this shed, and I would feed the bird feeder, and I had one of those anti-squirrel bird feeders.
Yeah.
That if they hang on it basically their body weight will close it off.
Yeah.
So that you can't get any seeds out of it, which is, it's like, I mean, they have enough to eat. I don't know. Yeah. The birds probably do too, but for some reason, like, I don't have enough money to feed birds and squirrels. Yeah. So anyway, they would still hang out under the bird feeder because the birds go nuts. Yeah. The sunflower seeds drop, and they love those. Yeah. So they're like all over the sunflower seeds. Yeah. But I would put the bag in the shed, close the door, and dude, they tore under that shed like a 3 to 4 inch. Yeah. Enough so they could get in there and just get at all the bird seed they wanted. They knew.
I bet you a couple of them one day saw you putting it in the shed.
Right.
And plotted on it.
Saw me. Yes. Yeah. That's the thing, man. These are kind of impressive animals.
I mean, they straight did a home invasion.
Home invasion. I mean, that's the thing, dude. Like I was telling you, my dad used to, retired Navy guy, got his yard and trying to feed the birds, and these squirrels keep taking all. We need challenges like this, dude. And somehow they figured out like which tree they could access to like get down onto this thing. Yeah. Like, so they're basically paratrooping down from a tree on to get to because that was the only way, because he had a guard that was like, so you couldn't climb up it. So they're like, oh, we can't climb up it? Yeah. What's the next thing? Can we paratroop this thing?
Now, little known fun fact about squirrels, they shouldn't eat acorns. So acorns, although they will get to them, will drive them crazy. They actually, it's similar to giving them meth. So acorns causes squirrels to be like manic and violent and crazy. Okay. It drives them insane. So acorns, yeah. And they're wild, like, because you think like I always thought that was like one of their main food sources.
I mean, that's like just the quintessential squirrel picture is them
exactly.
with an acorn.
See, with an acorn, right? Yeah, no, they're actually toxic for them.
The full, like the acorn with the little like hat thing on it. Okay.
Yep.
I gotta pay attention to what I see them eating, man. I just assume they're getting acorns all the time.
Or like when you see them like digging in the ground.
Yeah.
So what squirrels do? They have ADD so bad that that you see them like finding stuff in the ground. So what they do is they hide stuff in the ground all over the place, and then they forget where they put it. And so when you see them eating something out of the ground, they're finding a stash that another squirrel had stashed.
Okay.
But yeah, they try to remember where they stash things, and they can't ever.
That like forgetting where they put it. I mean, if that's true, that almost sounds like they evolved to forget where shit is, so they can keep looking for it throughout the rest of the year.
Well, they don't like. It's a myth that they stash
things.
They don't stash stuff for the winter. So you know how like there's all those like
so many cartoons and stuff show them like
and parables for kids.
They literally use it as a verb. I've squirreled away enough money.
Right. Squirrels don't do that. The only stashes that they make, they forget where they are.
Oh my god, that's hilarious, dude. That really is cool. Is there any other animal that you've like come into just like all these like bizarre nuance and stuff?
No.
So because of elevation, how do chipmunks fall into all that? Are they a different whole operating system or what?
I am not
because they are in trees too, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
just not as common.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know a thing about them.
Nothing about chipmunks.
Yep.
They have smaller tails. So is this the right spot?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, brother.
Cool, man.
Well, here's another lottery ticket.
Oh, sweet.
Take that in. Maybe you win it, all right?
Heck yeah. Thanks, man.
Did you win the last one, if you remember?
No, I didn't.
Ah, damn it.
Thank you, Dan.
All right, it'll keep happening, dude.